Industrial revolution led to a lot of pollution. Sure, that is not because of technology though. We can use our technology to actually develop tremendously efficient renewable energy systems. We can use science and technology to do medical research, to remove all disease. We can create sustainable housing for all people all over the world. These are all things that we can do with our technology. But again, the incentive structure of capitalism has to be addressed. In today's world, many people are fearing technology. Many so-called progressive voices are spreading a lot of paranoia and fear and mistrust of the technology. And a lot of these fears are well-founded. If you don't have a true systemic understanding or a grasp of the true potential of what technology can actually do for us, you look at today's world, technological unemployment, right? Technology and automation taking the jobs away from people. People having economic insecurity because of the fact that a robot can do your job better. So companies are going to lay off workers to further the interest of the shareholders of the company, skyrocketing profits while the workers suffer and mass displacement of workers and layoffs take place. On the other side, technology can be used in AI and surveillance, right? Having a surveillance state set up where everything you're doing is being monitored, right? Information is being collected on you and your family, private information, sensitive information to be used against you for blackmail or for arrest or authoritarianism. On the war side, technology, as Jacques Fresco used to say, our technology has surpassed our humanity in many ways because the technology is getting better and the wars are getting worse. The missiles and the bombs are getting worse. So yeah, technology is being used very badly and doing tremendous damage to our world. But that is not the fault of science and technology, but rather it is the fault of our economic system, the market capitalist system, and the socioeconomic precondition and the cultural precondition that brings about the misuse of technology, okay? So it's extremely important for us to understand this and let people know, educate people out there. Technology and science are not the problem. The socioeconomic condition, the capitalist structure, the economic incentives of growth, competition, self-interest, those are the main mechanisms that drive the misuse of technology. That's the main thing that's being ignored by all these progressive voices out there. So many podcasts and alternative media people out there who actually respect a lot of the things that they have to say, but they're not advocates of technology. They're not advocates of furthering science and technology because of the fact that they fear technology removing jobs, taking the jobs away, technology being used for surveillance. Social media, we hear so much about social media creating anxiety among young people, creating compulsive behavioral disorders, and actually really, truly affecting our mental health in a big way because, people cannot be away from their phones for 1 minute. They can't focus anymore. They can't work on tasks anymore, and it's making us more socially isolated. It's creating more division among people, and it's just not a factor for well-being. It's all right. You're good. But again, the issue is not social media, okay? That's not what these people are talking about. Like, social media is not the main problem. What is being ignored is the fact that science and technology are amplifiers. Science and technology are amplifiers of intention, okay? They are amplifiers of our intention. If our intention is to destroy the world, well, technology will help you achieve that faster. Create an atomic bomb, develop AI systems that increase the efficiency of production distribution systems and further the growth economy even faster to emit more CO2 to the atmosphere and accelerate climate change even worse than before. So yeah, sure, if you want to do that, yeah. And even though it's not our conscious decision, it's not our conscious intention to destroy ourselves, capitalism's goals of economic growth, competition, hierarchy, inequality, and perpetuating self-interest, they are driving those goals. Sadly, they are. So yes, science and technology is amplifying the intention to destroy. Of course, it is. Sadly, it is. We can reroute, we can rewire our use of technology to go in a different direction, to improve humanity, to improve our social system, to further the health of our ecosystem. There's so much incredible things technology can do for us that are just outside the realm of capitalism, and it will not be used in that manner because of the fact that we have an economic system that's based on the perpetuation of scarcity and inefficiency. That's the main problem. If we have a true economic system, like a resource-based economy that's based on real factors for economic development, such as public health and environmental sustainability, which is not mentioned, it's not factored into the equation of capitalism at all, right? Public health, which means people being healthier, happier, less rates of depression, more rates of happiness. Environmental health, which means our economy. Imagine an economy that actually measures the quality of the air, quality of the water, the percentage of biodiversity in a certain region, the health of the megafauna, of the coral reefs, the acidity of the oceans. And then on the other side, measuring the rates of happiness in people, how productive they are in their daily lives, how healthy they are, their biomechanical health. I'm a personal trainer. I work in construction, but my other passion is fitness training, and I I tell my clients all the time, I don't care about how jacked you are and how muscular you are. I care more about how well you're moving, the efficiency of your movement, biomechanical efficiency. All these things about public health and environmental well-being are not factored into the equation of capitalism. And that is why technology is being misused. Technology is being used to grow the economy, which is destroying our planet. Technology is being used to go into weapons and war and surveillance states, removing people from work. So all these things are the main problem. The socioeconomic premise of capitalism, okay? If we change our incentive structure, if we change our intention of what we want to do with technology, things will be radically different. And technology and science will be truly embraced, because scientific and technological progression has been one of the single greatest factors for human well-being and progress throughout the world. Technology is the main driver of cultural evolution. Technology is the main driver of changing our perspective on how we view reality. I mean, think about it, right? Going from agriculture, from the Neolithic Revolution to the Industrial Revolution to the Information Age, all these steps have brought about immense progress in our capacity to produce more our services and goods with less resources and energy, right? The concept known as the more with less phenomenon. Buckminster Fuller talks about it. So these things are truly fascinating, incredible things. And when it comes to jobs, technological unemployment means the phenomenon where technology, automation, and AI are removing jobs that cannot be replaced. And the job market, is not creating jobs fast enough to deal with the displaced rate of workers, okay? The rate of displaced workers is going to be increased faster and faster than the amount of jobs are created. So that is going to make a tremendous contradiction to capitalism, like what Karl Marx talked about, the contradiction of capitalism. Look, I don't have to be a communist or a socialist to see that contradiction come into reality. I simply have to be a systems thinker and a structuralist to understand that a system that's based on profit over people, a system that's based on labor for income, those two concepts of profit and labor for income are clashing now and have been clashing for the last few decades. The incentive structure for these companies to want to make exceeding amounts of profits, and for billionaires and CEOs and the 1% to increase their rate of profits, is going to clash with the job market, because they're going to use technology to displace more and more workers to make more money, right? So, because a machine does not have to be paid, obviously, but that's going to lead to a level of social instability and destabilization unlike anything ever seen before in history. And so those of us who understand this, who are systems thinkers, we have to foresee this problem coming down the line so we can actually prepare for it and educate other people to the fact that, listen, it's not technology's fault. Don't hate technology. Don't hate automation. No, man. Automation is incredible. Automation's capacity to do dangerous jobs, to produce more with less, to remove humans from labor-intensive, arduous, boring tasks, to free humanity. If we move to an economic system that's based on efficiency and sustainability, where money is not in the equation anymore, where all goods and services are provided without a price tag, where all the resources of our planet are free for everyone, where we have the true common heritage of all humanity is planet Earth, where we are all stewards of our future. We all work together in cooperative networks to making sure that technology is used to bring about a better life for everybody. In that kind of a social environment, technology will be way, way better used than what we're seeing today. Science and technology can be used to actually improve our lives, because we can all be free. We don't have to work for a living anymore. We don't have to prove our right to life to feed into a truly unsustainable economic system. No, we can actually live our lives free, become inventors, become thinkers, artists, travelers, explorers of the world, researchers, contributors. You can spend your entire life contributing to the lives of other people. That's what you can actually do. But in today's world where you have to work for a living, that's a truly oppressive and authoritarian setup. People are not free in today's economy, in today's society. And so when I think about the transition, how we can actually transition to a new society when it comes to the jobs market, when it comes to labor, if any country on this planet truly plans for the future in transitioning towards an economy that's not based on money, competition, or labor, but is based on efficiency and sustainability, where science and technology are actually used to bring about a better reality, in that kind of a country, they would actually plan something like this. I'm just thinking hypothetically, like technology will now be feared. They're going to make a public service announcement to everybody in the country. Listen, we are rapidly moving towards automation of all the work, all the jobs in the labor market, okay? But we want you to be free. We want to enable your freedom. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to have a so-called, 20, 30%, 40% decrease in the labor market in the next coming years. So instead of you having to work a 9 to 5, your job will be split up. So you work only 3 hours a day, but your job will be, a 9-hour shift will be given to 3 different people, each working 3 hours. So that way all 3 people have a job. And then the resources, the energy and the resources will be quantified and mathematically calculated in a way where they're distributed evenly among everybody. So you have a kind of like a credit system. You put 3 hours of work into the day, and then the economy is oriented in a way where you can just walk into a grocery store, grab whatever you need, go home. Your utilities, your energy needs are all met sustainably. Where all the jobs now are going to be, all the fake jobs, all service jobs, and all the fake finance jobs will be removed. No more crappy fake jobs that deal with money. All the jobs are in infrastructure, in transition, in healthcare. So when it comes to infrastructure, you're creating the infrastructure for a more advanced society. So creating renewable energy infrastructure, creating sustainable development, housing infrastructure, you're creating desalination plants, water purification infrastructure. The jobs that are going towards those avenues will be split up among many, many more people, okay? But that means many less people are actually working like crazy hours a day, but the jobs are split up with more people, but everyone's doing well that way. There's no more poverty, there's no more inequality. Science and technology are actually used to liberate people. That is a true transition towards a more sustainable and a resource-based economy. And that's my entire point of this video, okay? We can have robots building houses. We can have robots cleaning the sewage systems, okay? Freeing people, liberating people. Technology can truly be used for the emancipation proclamation of all humanity, as opposed to what it's doing today. Oppressing us, taking away our freedoms, surveying us, you know, the surveillance state, the military industrial complex, all these things, the billionaire class, the 1%, the Peter Thiels, Elon Musk of the world. These are fake technologists. These are not real advocates for advancement of society. These are fake, these are false prophets, okay? Visionaries for humanity were people like Jacques Fresco, Buckminster Fuller, Nikola Tesla, who saw the true liberating capacity for science and technology to bring about a better world, to free all humanity. So anyway, I think I've spoken enough on this topic. Please, guys who follow my channel, educate other people, let people know. Listen, guys, do not fear technology, okay? Social media is not the problem. I know what social media today is making people more, addicted, making them more compulsive, creating anxiety, but that is not the true purpose of social media. Social media within a capitalist construct in which there's tremendous inequality, hierarchy, competition, vanity, status obsession, and that kind of a society, that is why the social distortion is amplified through social media. I can imagine in a world where we have a truly educated and civilized population, where there's no massive inequality, there's no status obsessions, people are truly living in the moment. They're living in the present moment. They're happy, they're fulfilled with their lives. In that kind of a world, social media will truly benefit us because there won't be a bunch of crap, like clickbaity, crappy images of so-called, oh my God, I can touch my thumb with my tongue, I can do backflips, and I can, I don't know, whatever. Bullshit crap out there. All this social meme stuff. Technology, social media will be used to disseminate truly incredible information for people. So people can tune into their devices on social media and learn incredible things every day, every minute of every day. Learn new things, learn new hobbies, learn new crafts and skills. Actually connect with other people around the world in truly meaningful connection, building communities. That's what social media can be actually used for. So again, like I said, science and technology can be amplifiers of the best intentions to bring about efficiency, sustainability, and abundance for the entire human family and bring us all together. So yeah, anyway, that's the point of this video, guys. I hope you liked the video. Please share it with other people. And hey, it's good to be back making videos. I hope to see you guys soon. Peace out. Much love. F Capitalism. Bye.